Massive breaking news from Anfield. Liverpool have pulled off a shocker, agreeing a deal to sign Swedish sensation Alexander Isak. And here's the twist. This wasn't a headline-grabbing bidding war. It all happened quietly, behind the scenes. Now that the deal is done, the football world is scrambling to catch up. But that's just the beginning, because something big is brewing at Liverpool. Stick around, because multiple major stories are unfolding right now, and trust me, you won't want to miss a second of it.
So if he stays, Newcastle still got a decision, because are they going to see the best Alexander Isak, or are they going to see an Alexander Isak whose head has clearly been turned by the interest being shown in him in this transfer window? Are they going to be able to command, rather, £150 million if Isak stays, £1 million, have as good a season as he did last season, and then enters next summer with just 2 years left on his contract, and he doesn't sign a new contract?
And this is a club that's not been able to spend money as well, isn't it?
I think that's my point, really. I think if you're Newcastle, you're looking at the PSR rules, you're struggling with it, with the ownership model. They've got huge funds, investments behind them, not able to actually do anything with it. Well, you might actually be able to turn this into an opportunity to invest in the squad. As Darwin said, £150 million is a huge sum of money.
We know Liverpool are huge admirers, and their all-time leading scorer, Ian Rush, unsurprisingly, would love to see Isak at Anfield next season.
I think every club in the world would love to sign him. The way he performed last season was incredible. I watched him when in the Carabao Cup final, when he played against Liverpool. He was most probably the man of the match. I think every club in the world would love to see him. No one knows what's happening. I don't know what's happening and all that. But, I think if he was available, I'm pretty sure every club, every top club would like to sign him. Everyone wants to beat Liverpool this season. Last season, people were not seeing Liverpool as a major strength. And that's why we need to get a stronger squad. And I think last season we only signed one player. And all the fans were saying, we should sign 4 or 5. Proved we only needed one player. This season we need maybe 4 or 5 new players, and that's what they've done. And in all credit to the owners, they've given the manager the money to do that.
How do they afford him, though, given how much they've already spent this summer?
They've spent £295 million so far, and that includes potential add-ons. When you look at the fixed fees, it's around £250 million. When you look at their net spend so far in this summer's window, it's around £200 million. So they've actually been quite clever and creative. They've generated around £60 million worth of income so far. And if you were to sell Luis Diaz, Harvey Elliott and Darwin Núñez, you'd be looking at between 150 and 200 million, hence why they can go again. The other side of the coin is that Liverpool Football Club are really well run by FSG. They didn't spend virtually no money last summer, whilst turning over in excess of 600 million in their last set of financial accounts that ended in May 2024. Their next set of financial accounts will show a huge uplift in both commercial income, in revenue driven by winning the Premier League, their commercial partnerships that have all got bonuses attached because of their success. So therefore, that allows them more room to spend money.
In what could become one of the most sensational transfers of the summer, Liverpool have reportedly agreed a deal behind the scenes to sign Swedish striker Alexander Isak from Newcastle United, with an official announcement expected to follow shortly. The 25-year-old forward, who scored 23 Premier League goals last season, has been on Liverpool's radar for several months as Arne Slot and the club's new sporting leadership look to reshape the attack in the post-Klopp era. While Newcastle initially resisted all approaches for their star striker, insisting he was not for sale, recent developments suggest a major shift in the negotiations. According to multiple reports, Isak submitted a formal transfer request earlier this week and was left out of Newcastle's pre-season tour squad, clear signs that a deal was progressing behind the scenes. Liverpool, known for keeping major signings under wraps until the final stages, are believed to have moved swiftly to secure Isak's services, with insiders revealing that personal terms have already been agreed and only minor details remain before the deal becomes public. The reported fee, which could rise as high as £120 to £130 million, would make Isak one of the most expensive signings in Premier League history and break Liverpool's own transfer record, set just weeks ago with the signing of Florian Wirtz. For Liverpool, the move signals their intent to remain at the pinnacle of European football, building a new era of attacking dominance around younger stars with proven top-flight credentials. Isak's blend of pace, strength, intelligence, and clinical finishing makes him an ideal fit for Slot's high-pressing, dynamic system, and a likely long-term successor to players like Darwin Núñez and even Mohamed Salah. His potential link-up with new arrivals like Hugo Ekitike, along with the likes of Wirtz and Dominic Szoboszlai, offers a glimpse of a fluid and frighteningly potent front line that could define Liverpool's next generation. While the official confirmation has yet to be made, sources close to the club suggest the announcement is imminent, possibly within days. With the deal nearly done, Liverpool fans are already buzzing with excitement, sensing that this might be the marquee signing that shapes the next chapter at Anfield. In a significant move that reshapes the attacking landscape of two European football powerhouses, Luis Diaz has officially completed a high-profile transfer from Liverpool to Bayern Munich in a deal reportedly worth up to €75 million, including performance-based add-ons. The Colombian international, known for his blistering pace, flair, and relentless work rate, departs Anfield after 3 impressive seasons that saw him evolve into one of the Premier League's most dynamic wide players. Since arriving from FC Porto in January 2022, Diaz made a major impact under Jurgen Klopp, helping Liverpool to FA Cup and League Cup victories, and most recently playing a vital role in their 2024-25 Premier League title-winning campaign. His departure, however, had been brewing quietly behind the scenes. Bayern Munich had an earlier bid of around €67 million rejected outright, with Liverpool initially reluctant to part ways with the 28-year-old winger. But as interest intensified and Diaz reportedly submitted a formal transfer request, the Merseyside club softened their stance, leading to a breakthrough in negotiations. The move was all but confirmed when Diaz was left out of Liverpool's recent pre-season friendly against AC Milan, a telling omission that signaled the deal was close. Bayern Munich, in urgent need of attacking reinforcements following the departures of Leroy Sane and Thomas Muller, and with Jamal Musiala facing injury setbacks, identified Diaz as a marquee signing to inject creativity, experience, and explosiveness into their front line. He is expected to sign a long-term contract until 2029, with a lucrative salary package of around €14 million per year including bonuses. For Liverpool, the transfer not only marks the end of a valuable chapter but also presents an opportunity for reinvestment as the club continues its transition under new head coach Arne Slot. With Diaz's exit freeing up significant funds, Liverpool are expected to accelerate their pursuit of a top-tier attacking replacement, with Newcastle United striker Alexander Isak emerging as a key target. While fans may be saddened by Diaz's departure, especially given his contributions in big matches and his emotional connection with supporters, the club now faces a pivotal moment in shaping the next phase of its attacking identity ahead of the 2025-26 season. Federico Chiesa's brief and somewhat underwhelming spell at Liverpool may be coming to an early end, as the Italian winger is increasingly linked with a return to Serie A just 1 year after arriving at Anfield. Signed from Juventus in August 2024 for a fee believed to be between £10 to £12.5 million, Chiesa was viewed as a low-risk, high-upside addition to Liverpool's attacking options. However, the 27-year-old has struggled to make a significant impact under both Jurgen Klopp and his successor, Arne Slot. Last season, he managed only 466 minutes across 14 appearances in all competitions, with a mere 33 minutes in the Premier League, as he battled recurring fitness concerns and fierce competition from the likes of Mohamed Salah, Luis Diaz, Cody Gakpo, and Diogo Jota. His absence from Liverpool's ongoing pre-season tour in Asia has further fueled speculation that he is no longer in Slot's plans for the upcoming campaign, and reports suggest the club is open to letting him leave if the right offer arrives. Interest in Chiesa is reportedly strong from Italy, with several top Serie A clubs, including Napoli, Inter Milan, AC Milan, and AS Roma, said to be in advanced discussions over a possible move, either on loan or a permanent deal. Liverpool are understood to have set an asking price in the region of €25 to €30 million, which would still represent a reasonable profit on their initial outlay. While Chiesa's agent had previously denied any intent to leave during the January window, the situation appears to have shifted, with the player now prioritizing regular playing time in hopes of securing his place in Italy's squad for upcoming World Cup qualifiers. Despite his limited minutes at Liverpool, Chiesa has maintained a professional attitude, recently stating in an interview that he wouldn't mind staying in Liverpool at all and considered the experience one he would gladly do again. Nonetheless, with limited opportunities on the horizon and Liverpool actively reshaping their squad following the departure of Luis Diaz, a return to Italy now seems the most likely outcome. For Chiesa, it could be the fresh start he needs to reignite his career. For Liverpool, it would be another calculated move in a summer of transition.